Before coming to Vanderbilt, I spent 7 years in the US Army as a Black Hawk helicopter pilot. And I know that I don't want to be in the Army forever, but I don't know what I want to do, or I didn't know what I wanted to do.
It was a pivotal moment in my life when I decided that I would rather do an MBA than be an engineer, because my undergrad was in civil engineering, but I started to stagnate at some point. My career wasn't moving forward as much as I wanted.
The MBA was something that if I would have asked myself 10 years ago or 5 years ago even, I probably wouldn't have thought about it. I really found that the field of HR was something I was really interested in. But because of my background, which was a little more varied in the nonprofit space and higher education, I also knew that I wanted to have a higher quantitative and strategy mindset going into my next profession.
If you're looking for a world-class business education on a personal scale, the Vanderbilt MBA program is for you. The Vanderbilt MBA program is a 2-year full-time MBA program located in Nashville, Tennessee. Our collaborative, intimate size really allows us to meet students where they are. We recognize that every MBA student is coming in with different experiences and different goals, and they really need tailored support to help them achieve whatever it is that they're trying to get out of business school.
Personal scale definitely had a huge influence on my business school experience and was one of the big reasons that I chose Vanderbilt.
And I knew that the smaller community and the smaller class sizes would allow me to feel like I was in a safe space to ask questions, but also further collaborate with both my professors as well as my classmates.
Moving from Africa isn't easy. And when I got here, one of my classmates offered to pick me up from the airport. And then he realized that I didn't have a bed, and then he offered me an air mattress that he had at his apartment. That was the first time I actually understood what personal scale was.
I know all of my classmates. I know all my professors. Professors know me by name. It is really a place where you feel like you fit in and people know you for you, and you're not just another face in the crowd or a face in the classroom.
The Vanderbilt community had a huge impact on my experience here.
There were so many professional organizations, but also just fun affinity organizations.
You have access to knowledge that then helps you to think globally and holistically about situations that you would otherwise not. When I updated my LinkedIn and I said I was an incoming Vanderbilt student, and then I started to reach out to alums and current students, they were more than happy to get on a call with me to just talk through some of the options that I had. When I got here, I started to discover career paths like consulting, going into tech as like an operations manager or like a program manager. These are all opportunities that I didn't even think my background would allow me to have access to.
Human and organizational performance. That concentration I couldn't find anywhere else in my business school search. It was something extremely unique to Vanderbilt, and I think it also demonstrated their dedication to a real holistic education.
I had a couple of interviews that were set up by the Career Management Center and a lot of companies that came to campus. So that really affected how I started to look at my career progression going forward. I wasn't too locked into the options that I thought I had, but I was a lot more exploratory and a lot more engaging in different career paths that I didn't think would be a possible option for me. That's the access that you get when you engage in an MBA program, especially a top MBA program like the one at Vanderbilt.
Getting my MBA allowed me to explore different opportunities and explore different industries and hear from my peers and learn about what they did in their past industries. And it really exposed me to a lot of things that I didn't even know existed. And now I have an idea of what I want to do after the Army, and I'm excited to explore those options.
I'm going to be transitioning to EY in Atlanta. I'm also excited to be an alum, so I can help students who come to Vanderbilt as much as I was helped.
The fact that I came into the MBA space with the goal of entering the people strategy sector, and I was actually able to achieve it early on when I received an internship opportunity over my first summer, which turned into a full-time position that I'll be entering post-MBA. To me, it's a little wild that I was actually able to fully achieve my pre-MBA dreams and make them a reality post-MBA. And I know I wouldn't have been able to do it without my time and experience here at Vanderbilt Business.